We are your Minnesota Vikings morning show, and of course, we had football on the fan last night. We're going to have football on the fan next Saturday as preseason game number 1 happens right here. And we have football on the fan right now.
Yes.
As we have a very special guest, Corey Cove.
He's newly, I wouldn't say signed because he was always signed, but now we got an extension out of him. Josh Metellus, safety and defender extraordinaire because he's all over the field for the Minnesota Vikings. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, guys. Could you hear me?
We can hear you and we can see you too.
Perfect. Before I start, I would like to say I have PTSD from the initials game. So
join the club.
Put that out there.
That's great.
We got to get you back in, Josh.
No, you do not. I'll come on a Thursday. Not a Friday.
Your handbag's kind of legendary. We've referenced it a lot over the last 12 months. That we're like, there's not a lot of dudes that could pull off a bag that look like that, but you're one of them.
I should have brought my other one I had today. I think it's pretty nice.
Well, maybe you've upgraded. You got a new contract. Congrats on the new money. Congrats on the new deal.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
You know, in regards to that, Josh, were your agents, your people that do their job for you, were they encouraging you to maybe hold out a little bit or do anything like that? Did they ever tell you to take better care of yourself and not go to practice? Because as a leader, you were there every day, and we love that as fans. But I would guess you maybe got some pressure from people. Is that right?
No, my agent, as long as the Vikings and my agent had great dialogue, there was no reason to put anything negative out there. From the time, they brought up the extension until I got signed, the dialogue was great. So it was no reason to, have anything where it was like, oh, I'm going to do this so that way it looks bad to the media or anything. It was great dialogue. So I was able to just go out there and do me.
Good.
So, the other day I heard KOC say the word friend when he was talking about you and your new deal, which is maybe not something that coaches 30 or 40 years would have ever said about a player, right? Because they're the coach and you're just the player. But he said he was talking about his friendship with Josh Metellus and how much that matters to him, just that, you as a person deserve this contract. Is it weird to be that close on a friendship level with a coach?
No, man. I think, with this culture, I know previously, I never felt like that with a coach. I've had coaches in the past, like in college, but for a coach like this in the atmosphere that we're in, for to have that kind of friendship, it's not just him; it's with all of the coaches. If we're going to go to a DB dinner, we're going to invite our 2 DB coaches like they're one of the guys. So like it's the relationship and the culture that we built in this building is bigger than football, and I think the coaches do a great job of like doing things. Like we on the defense, we got fellowship, and basically every Thursday we'll be somewhere and we'll just sit around, talk, nothing football. And I think just building this, stuff outside of football has helped us build a relationship to where you can call guys like KO a friend, and his family, and what his outside life is like, other than football, and he knows what my life is like. And I think that's just a testament to what we're building here.
Josh, when you're on the field, they put you all over. You play linebacker, you play safety, you play corner. What position do you feel helps you play at your best?
Safety. That's what I came in the league as, man. I think all the other stuff is just a plus. I know just in the past couple of years, I wasn't able to do it as much because we had 2 amazing guys back there. But that's where my roots are. That's where I think my abilities shine the best. The other stuff is just, helping the defense out, throwing off looks and stuff. But yeah, I'm a DB at heart, man. I love PBUs. I love catching picks. I love big hits, in the middle of the field. That's just the DB in me.
This is Josh Metellus on the Minnesota Vikings Morning Show, the Power Trip. Thanks, Josh, again for tuning in and for calling in. In the locker room after the final game last year, I would have bet you any amount of money that Harrison Smith was done. You could tell the emotion in the locker room. What do you think flipped the script for him? Why do you think he stayed for another year?
I don't think he was done. Yeah, I think you kind of read that room wrong.
Because my life, man.
After talking, like he didn't even like say goodbye or anything. So I'm like, okay, he can't be done. I'm like, he knows in the offseason he disappears. So he would have made sure they say a couple good goodbyes and goodbye hugs. I had a feeling he wasn't done. When a guy like that is playing as good as he is at this age, it's going to take a lot more than just a loss in the playoffs to get him out of here.
You and your quarterback played at the same school, so give us your unbiased thoughts on J.J. McCarthy.
Man, I think he's great, man. Like you guys, I'm waiting to see it too in a real life action. But just as far as being a pro and understanding the things you need to do on a day and day basis to be better and be consistent in this league. I know. I mean, we had a pro coach in college, so I know exactly the type of mindset he has and the way he goes about his work. So, I'm just excited to see what he's able to, he's been able to build over these past 2 years and heading into his first, actual, season start. And I'm excited to see, him excel because I know he's putting in the work and I know it's going to show off.
Josh, we're all excited about what we're seeing out of the defense and reading about the defense, and everybody's going on and on about how dominant it's been. Is there any danger to a young quarterback having to face this defense every day?
No, I don't think it's any danger, but I think it's going to help Sundays be a lot easier when you go against teams who don't do as much as we do, where, you see, 44 back there at safety, or you see 44 in the A gap, or you see 43, running with receivers or then blitzing. I think, our defense is made to cause havoc on quarterbacks and especially young quarterbacks. That's literally what the defense is built for. So if he can handle this and, after a month of just seeing us throw different looks at him, he'll be perfectly fine when we go into the season.
Josh, I've seen it a handful of times this offseason that you seem to be motivated by people's lists on social media about like top safeties in the National Football League.
By everything.
But that you do seem to like to retweet when you're not on those lists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
thoughts?
I'm motivated by everything. I'm every day I step into this building, every day I step out on that grass, I'm beating the odds and I'm proving people wrong. Scouts who are, people who didn't think I would be here, people who don't think I'm as good as I am. If you look at the stats and you think I'm not a top 10 safety, I don't think you're looking at the stats the right way. I mean, I've been for Pro Bowl. I mean, I've been right there for a position I barely played. So, I mean, you got to tell me that means something. But at the end of the day, all that stuff is just, stuff from my clipboard. I'm not really, that stuff doesn't really, bother me, makes me lose sleep at night or anything. It's just, stuff to keep me going. Any added motivation to make me work that much harder is just going to make me a better player. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that does piss me off. I think I'm a top 10 safety, top 5, to be honest. But hey, I guess I got to go prove them wrong.
No doubt about it. Josh, as somebody who played at Michigan, what was it like to come in here and have to face Minnesota?
I actually never played in Minnesota. Minnesota came to us, and I got kicked out that game. Somebody punched my teammate. Somebody punched my teammate in the face, and I go up there, and he starts fighting with me, but we both get kicked out. So I was just trying to be a good teammate and, back up my guy, and I ended up getting kicked out that game. But I think we had a rain delay. I don't think it was a good game. I think we blew you guys out the water too. That was most of my games in college.
yeah, right.
Josh, since you guys don't play a lot in the preseason, how much do you look forward to these scrimmages and practices you have with the other teams?
Oh, a lot. You get to see a different. We're in camp. You see the same guys every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got the best offense and offensive weapons in the league, but being able to just see yourself against other guys who don't know what you're going to do is always helps. And I think over the past 3 years, KO's done a great job bringing teams in and being able to get that that different feel. That's like the closest you're going to get to like a game like feel before week 1. So I look forward to that, and I always tell myself, as long as I make it to the joint practice, I'll be good.
Hey, Josh, I saw online that you have September 28th circled on your calendar because you're playing Pittsburgh in Dublin. Because you want to get a pick to make it right.
Yes.
Just as a fan, I want to tell you, I hope you pick them twice.
I hope I do too.
Yeah.
I hope he gives me a gift. I mean, like you've heard, that was my all-time favorite quarterback growing up, and to get a chance to do it one more time, this is what be my, I think, 3rd or 4th time I played him, and just get a chance to cement his legacy and cement mine. It'll be special.
Nice.
Well, Josh, we'll let you go. We appreciate your time. And as Viking fans, we're glad you decided to stay, man. We're very, very excited for this season, and we're glad you're still a part of it, man. Thank you for sticking around.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Deal.
I'm going to go practice on my initials.
Perfect. Thank you,
I
man.
liked you. God,
Thanks, man.
Josh is the best.
He's the best.
Josh Metellus, everybody.